Hey, Narendra of the Comic here, and today we have something that I don't think nobody, not one single person outside of the JYP Entertainment Company were expecting, alright? This came out last week, Twice Fancy, I'm going to say that again, Twice Fancy, Japanese version. Yeah. So JYP has just been hanging on to this MV, this Japanese version for a whole year. I don't know in what world that was a good idea, but since we've sort of had pandemic time, since we've had people not producing as much music in the industry in general, entertainment sort of took a halt, took a breather, took a standstill. Maybe he did the right thing by holding off on this. So this is a year in the making. Nuts. Crazy. Just been sitting on this MV for an entire year. Japanese version of Fancy. Fancy, if you don't know, is an absolute classic. It's a banger, it's a bop, it's a slapper, it's all the above. And it's just what Twice do. Twice make hits. I guess the question is it a different MV or is it the same MV shot in Japanese with Japanese lyrics? So let's get to it. Let's find out. Let's go. Alright, it's the same MV. There might be little bits which are different. Yeah, the rendering looks a bit off. Oh, it's better. Yeah, that move was a move. And that. And that. That is odd. So hard resisting to sing this, but I know I can't. Like, it would sound real bad. Yeah. Absolute banger. I mean, the song itself, the beat, everything to it is like a 10 out of 10, alright? I remember when I listened to this for the first time, in Korean, obviously, like a year ago, and Sana's part just felt a bit weird. I didn't think it fit the song. Like, it was completely abstract and completely different. But now I kind of like that part of the song even more. It gives you a bit of respite. It takes you away from the song just to hit you with it again. But to be fair, I think this holds true to the adage of the Korean versions generally being better than the Japanese versions of tracks. And in this case, it does ring true. And while Jihyo was like number one, God Jihyo and all that jazz, the looks in this era were just smashing it. Chaeyoung, absolute baller in this. I think that this was the era, this was the MV. I was like, Dahyun though, slyly climbing up the bias ladder, wrecking shit, doing things which I didn't think were gonna happen. Mina as well, alright? There was stuff going on here that I don't think anyone thought would happen, but did happen. And we had no choice in the matter, alright? We didn't. Jonghyun as well, she was like the center of the MV. Sana, obviously. Everyone had something in this era that was just pow. And I think that's why it stands out to a lot of onces as like one of the premier eras of the time. To be honest, I'm not sure why it took JYP a whole year, up to a year, over a year, to pull the lever on this one, you know? Maybe he's been pulling the wrong levers for all groups or other groups, and he's like pulled the wrong lever, Kronk. And now finally this dropped. Did this drop accidentally? Did they accidentally put this out? I do not know. Because it was basically the same MV as the OG. There was not really anything different here. There were a couple of nuances, like I know this MV super well. When you edit these things, and I edit them properly, unlike a lot of people, you notice the nuances, and there's a moment in this where Dahyun does something, and she didn't do it in this, where she did do it in the original MV. Tiny little thing. Most people will not notice it, but I'm a bit of a weirdo. I notice things because I sit there 4 hours editing one video at a time. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then, well, why? Why wouldn't you do that, lads? Just subscribe. It's good. It helps me out. It might help you out. You know, you'll get some fun content that you'll like, maybe. You'll get entertaining content sometimes. Stuff that you might enjoy, take love for, take love from. You might hate it. If you hate it, then obviously don't subscribe, alright? I'm not gonna do that. But, like, if you're, like, indifferent, then maybe be like, hey, I'll subscribe, though. So, just subscribe. Anyway, I've been Narinja the Comic. You've been great. I'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it for over 2 years now, and we ain't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Come back in tomorrow for some more quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never not here. Yeah, just how it works. Bring the quality shit. Bring it every day in this room, this very room. So see you tomorrow, because I'll be here with some more of that. Same old, different old, similar but different, yet similar, yet different content tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Skadoosh.